empty your mind. These three words have echoed through the ages, whispered by sages, uttered by warriors, and contemplated by thinkers. Yet their meaning is often misunderstood. To empty your mind is not an act of erasing, but an opening, a clearing of space within yourself where possibility can flourish, and where the power to shape your life is awakened. Let me tell you a story, not of grand battles or towering achievements, but of a quiet transformation, one that begins in the heart of a man named Arun. Arun was a seeker. Like many, he grappled with the weight of expectations, the noise of opinions, and the relentless chatter of his own thoughts. From the moment he woke to the moment he slept, his mind raced, reminding him of unfinished tasks, missed opportunities, and the uncertainty of tomorrow. Arun lived in a bustling city, surrounded by the hum of ambition and the pulse of dreams. Each morning, he joined the tide of people flowing towards their goals, their faces set in determination or clouded by worry. Yet beneath the surface, Arun felt adrift. He was successful by most measures. He had a stable job, a comfortable home, and friends who cared for him. But the more he tried to fill his life, the emptier he felt inside. His mind was a crowded room, cluttered with doubts, regrets, plans, and fears. One evening, after a particularly exhausting day, Arun wandered into a small park near his apartment. The city's noise seemed to fade as he sat on a worn bench beneath an ancient tree. Its branches stretched towards the sky, silent and serene. As Arun gazed upwards, he noticed how the tree stood firm, unmoved by the winds and unaffected by the chaos around it. It simply was. A gentle old man approached, noticing Arun's troubled expression. He sat beside him and after a moment asked softly, "Why do you look so burdened, my friend?" Arun hesitated, unsure whether to share his feelings with a stranger. Yet something in the old man's presence invited honesty. He spoke of his restless mind, his inability to find peace despite having everything he thought he wanted. The old man listened, nodding with understanding. Then he said, "When your cup is full, nothing more can be added. When your mind is crowded, wisdom cannot enter. Sometimes, to move forward, we must first empty our minds." Arun was puzzled. But isn't our mind what helps us succeed? Shouldn't I be thinking more, not less? The old man smiled. There is a time for thought and a time for stillness. Imagine a painter with a canvas covered in old colors and shapes. No matter how beautiful his vision, he cannot create anew until he clears the canvas. So it is with our minds. We must let go of what no longer serves us, worries, regrets, old beliefs, to make room for inspiration and clarity. Arun reflected on these words. That night, he resolved to try something different. Instead of filling his time with distractions, he sat quietly in his room and simply breathed. At first, his thoughts clamored for attention, but gradually, as he watched them without judgment, he noticed the space between them, like the silence between notes in a song. In that space, he felt a sense of calm he hadn't known before. Days passed, and Arun made this practice a part of his life. He learned to empty his mind, not by force but through acceptance, letting go of what he could not control, releasing the grip of the past and the anxieties of the future. A remarkable thing happened. With each moment of emptiness, new ideas began to surface. Solutions to problems appeared effortlessly. Conversations became more meaningful. He listened more deeply, acted more decisively, and found joy in simple things. Arun's transformation was quiet but profound. He realized that by emptying his mind, he was not losing anything. He was gaining everything. He was creating space for growth, for learning, for love. He understood that life is not about accumulating, but about refining, letting go of what weighs us down so we can rise. This is the power of emptying your mind. It is the secret behind every great breakthrough, every act of courage, every moment of true happiness. It is the clarity that allows a leader to inspire, an artist to create, a friend to comfort. It is the stillness that precedes action, the emptiness that gives birth to meaning. Think of the river. It flows freely because it is not blocked by debris. Think of the sky. It is vast and open, allowing the sun and stars to shine. When you empty your mind, you become like the tree Arun admired, rooted, resilient, receptive. You become the painter with a fresh canvas, the traveler with open eyes, the dreamer with space to dream. Perhaps you have felt at times overwhelmed by the demands of life, Maybe your mind is crowded with doubts about your abilities, regrets over choices made, or fears about what lies ahead. Know this: you are not alone. Every person at some point faces the challenge of too much noise, too much pressure, too much distraction. The answer is not to run faster, but to pause, to clear, to empty. Start by taking a few quiet moments each day. Sit in stillness, breathe deeply, and let your thoughts drift by like clouds. Notice the sensations in your body, the rhythm of your breath, the gentle beating of your heart. Allow yourself to release the need to solve, to judge, to control. Simply be. In this emptiness, you will find a wellspring of peace. As you continue, you may find that your mind becomes clearer, your decisions wiser, your relationships richer. You will discover that emptiness is not a void, but a space filled with potential. It is where creativity blossoms, where solutions emerge, where hope is restored. Remember the story of Arun and the lesson of the old man. When your cup is full, nothing more can be added. By emptying your mind, you open yourself to life's greatest gifts. You become adaptable, resilient, and deeply connected to your own purpose. So, whenever you feel burdened, pause and empty your mind. Let go of what no longer serves you. Trust that in the space you create, new possibilities will arise. Your life is a canvas, and you are the artist. With a mind uncluttered, your greatest masterpiece awaits. Empty your mind. Begin anew. The power to transform your life is already within you. All it takes is the courage to let go, the wisdom to embrace stillness, and the faith to welcome what comes next.